but every so often we every so often every so often we get this issue, but we're back up, guys. We're back up, and you can go ahead and get us back up again. I am not sure why that lockup occurred again, but we are back up and we're coming live again. Bear with me as we continue with the program. We will be continuing with the program in a minute as I go ahead and get all our ducks in order again. As I get all our ducks in order again. I hate this when it occurs, but every so often, you know it happens. You know it happens. Okay. Let's get ahead of this. I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Okay. I am back and I am about to fix it in other places. Please bear with me for about 30 seconds. I got 30 seconds to recreate all this crap that got stopped. That's what happens sometimes. When you're doing electronics and you get these crashes that you cannot find out what occurs. So I'll be back up in 2 seconds, completely back up in 2 seconds. So bear with me 1 second as I recue some of these things, and I will be back up with roll and with everything else. I tell you what, let's go ahead and do that. And I am back up on the other. All right, folks, sorry about that. We've been having some issues every so often that the system craps out. There is a technical problem with our software that we don't have control over. So forgive that occurs. We're back up, and we're gearing up again. Anyway, I tell you what, I have to do a little bit more house cleaning, so I'm going to play a piece, one of the videos that we have for today, and then we'll come right back. Well, at last, a very high-profiled Republican, specifically Adam Kinzinger, who appeared on the January 6th committee that investigated the treason, the insurrection by many, including the former president of the United States. He was on the investigative committee, and he is one Republican that cares more about country than party. I disagree vehemently with Kinzinger. I agree vehemently with Liz Cheney. But these are two politicians we can genuinely say, in as much as we have ideological differences, these are two solid Americans who put America first. Now, Liz Cheney hasn't come out and said she's going to vote against Donald Trump, meaning, in other words, voting for Joe Biden. But Kinzinger went all out, and he was complete. He was not kind to Donald Trump. Listen to his endorsement video that he made for Joe Biden. This is, this guy has really put himself out there.
I'm Adam Kinzinger, and I'm a proud conservative. I always have been. As a proud conservative, I've always put democracy and our Constitution above all else. And it's because of my unwavering support for democracy that today, as a proud conservative, I'm endorsing Joe Biden for re-election. My entire life has been guided by the conviction that America is a beacon of freedom, liberty, and democracy. So while I certainly don't agree with President Biden on everything, and I never thought I'd be endorsing a Democrat for president, I know that he will always protect the very thing that makes America the best country in the world, our democracy. Donald Trump poses a direct threat to every fundamental American value. He doesn't care about our country. He doesn't care about you. He only cares about himself, and he'll hurt anyone or anything in pursuit of power. We saw that when he tried to overturn an election that he knew he lost in 2020. He attacked the foundation of this nation, encouraging a violent mob of his supporters to march on the Capitol to prevent the peaceful transition of power. Now he's become even more dangerous. He's called for termination of the Constitution. He wants to be a dictator on day one. He actually said that. And he's continuing to stoke the flames of political violence. There's too much at stake to sit on the sidelines. So to every American of every political party and those of none, I say now is not the time to watch quietly as Donald Trump threatens the future of America. Now's the time to unite behind Joe Biden and show Donald Trump off the stage once and for all.
Now, we need a lot more sensible Republicans to do the right thing. Yes, they have ideological differences with Joe Biden. Hell, I have ideological differences with Joe Biden. As far as I'm concerned, Joe Biden is much too moderate for me. But again, we understand that it's about country first. And at this point in our history, that is what we have right now. And taking off my host hat, that is the person that I think is the is the one right now to prevent the country from jumping into a fascist state, from putting all of us at mortal danger for a whole lot of things. So, Kinzinger, you did the right thing. Absolutely did the right thing, folks. He absolutely did the right thing, and I commend him. I'm waiting to see what Liz Cheney is going to do, because, like I said, I think it's important that Liz Cheney as well come out and support Biden. I had a call, and I am going to. I think I need to. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need to chop it up from one of my callers this morning, who said he couldn't vote for Biden. He's a strong progressive, and I went ahead and I gave a little spiel that I think I need to do again. But anyhow, continuing with the program, thank you guys for hanging around even after our short stint here where we got off here. Melissa Bowie, how are you doing, beautiful? I'm expecting your call at 281-823-7747. Bree just calling in. Good. Hey, Breach, how you doing, beautiful?
Hey, how you doing? I know everything
How
went
you
down,
doing?
but you got to put a shout out to Tom C. He wrote a great limerick, and I think it's lost now.
Oh,
So
wait.
if you can find it,
No. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, thank you for telling me that. I just found it. As soon as you said a shout out for Tom
okay,
C, I
good.
started looking for Tom. Let's go ahead and do that
Okay,
limerick. You
good.
ready?
Read it. Okay.
All right, here we
Alrighty,
go.
bye.
Peace. All right, let's go ahead. Tom Limerick is, first of all, let's give Tom Sarnick the kudos. He is our poet laureate. He's a poet laureate for Politics Done Right. And here it goes. Biden and Trump are having a televised debate to prove who's the best presidential candidate. Biden sets his second term sights on the economy and protecting human rights. Trump wants to make America great by replacing tolerance and freedom with revenge and hate. Will our states be united or divided and separate? Will our country continue to grow or just be third rate? It's up to us on election day to say yay or nay. Show that we care, fight for what's fair, and determine democracy's fate. Damn, that's good. Damn, that is good. That is, Tom, that is one of your best. That is one of your best. I love that one. Thank you, Tom. All right, what else have we got here? Shakula hairstylist is in the air. Rather in the air. She says, Bill Maher sympathized with the J6 attackers. I think so. It's starting to seem that way. All right, Billy Allison Irwin says people do react differently to a young black man jogging through the neighborhood versus white. You know, it's interesting because I don't have to ask those things, right? I talk about it here when I moved to Kingwood, Texas, and started going into the trails, right? Let me see. I don't actually. I don't know if I put it. I think I put it in one of my first experiences here. I mean, let me tell you what is the most. If I didn't have thick skin, and I understand why it's the most hurtful thing for a lot of people of color, black people, Latino, etc. When you have somebody who tell a black person or a Latino person or a Asian person or a woman that this discrimination they're feeling is in their heads, and when you have an apologist like some of our minority right wingers that are there making excuses. I forgot her name right now, that she's in a blog. She hates feminism and all this sort of stuff. What makes it hurtful is that you're living it every day, and somebody who has never lived it constantly telling you it's in your mind. But then all the math behind the reality not only proves it's not in your mind, but it's there for all to see. You have to then ask if that person is either willfully ignorant or they themselves suffer from the prejudice and they use that as a facade to hide. Think about it. All right, Bree says weird, but a black man will still be get more money than a woman. The worst you can be is a black, gay, disabled woman. And that's a statement of fact. That's a statement of fact. Black women have it harder than anyone else. And let me tell you something else. Black women work hard, right? And they had to put on a thick skin, and they had to put on an aggressive nature because society was that aggressive, and including with black men, right? People always wonder, why are black women so angry? First of all, they're not angry at all. Okay? They pissed off when folks don't do as they should. But when they are used as the tool, corporate America uses black women to kill two birds with one stone. Oh, if you're Bridge, I tell you better. You missed another. You put on. You didn't add a Latino black woman, right? Because in that regards, they get to kill a whole lot of birds with one stone. There is so much intricacies to what we have allowed those who have created the institution of race to screw with us. And there are those who suffer from it at a much harder pace than others. So, Bridge, thank you for your insight on that one, but you're absolutely right. Carl Cox says, Egberto, your system is being processed by evil MAGA spirit. I hear you, brother. I hear you. AVQ, I see your post. YouTube is working. Twitch not. Okay. I'm scrolling down and I'm continuing. Let's see. Eric Hayes says, Egberto Williams, but you support Biden on what he has done in Israel. I hate what Biden has done in Israel. But again, if you listen to my show this morning, you understand why. Bruce Pollard said, are you on the net tonight after the debate? Yeah, I am doing. I am the one doing the KPFT after the debate show. We haven't planned anything, but we'll be on HD2 after the show. But of course, I'm going to be putting it on the net as well. So yeah, Bruce, I'll be there. And in fact, I'll be taking calls on the net for this as well. So I think I have it set up correctly to do that. I'm not sure. I got to calculate if that was done or not. Actually, I think you may have to call into the station for that. I haven't calculated all the ways that I'm doing it yet. All right. Billy Allison Erison says, Liz Cheney is friggin' tough. Pretty sure she could whoop me. I know. Liz Cheney, I don't like her politics, but I love her as a person. Yes. Yep, tonight is the first presidential debate at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm scrolling down, replying to Bruce, Egberto Willies. Lee Grant, who wins the debate? I predict Trump will kick ass. No, actually, I know Trump will just self-destruct. But they already are paying people to go to those places, and I said likely paying. All right, you need to publish a short pamphlet of limericks. Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's that good. Let's see what else we got here. Scrolling down, guys. I'm scrolling down as quickly as I can. Peggy Lopez is in the house. How you doing, beautiful Peggy? It's only in your mind comes directly from the patriarchy. The real enemy coming to the forefront again. Being there directing the show for decades. Thank you, sweetheart. You are absolutely right. And my sweetheart isn't the sexist one because I'll call my brother sour heart. So please. All right, let's see. Michael Roy says, Egberto, YouTube live streaming later tonight. Yes, I am. I start at 8 o'clock. I'll be watching it at 8 o'clock as well. So, yes, I'll be doing the live stream starting at 8 on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and everywhere else. Eric Hayes, Hidalgo fined $500 for ethic violations. Yep, I saw that. So, $500 must not have been too serious. Anyhow, folks, it's 3:56. I got to get a little bit of downtime before I come back up at 8 o'clock tonight, but we'll be here at 8 o'clock tonight. I hope some of you will drop by and talk about it. We are also going to be connected to the studio, KPFT. So it's going to be a full thing, full gone. Let's see what else we got here. I want to ask you kindly to support the program as best you can. And how can you support our program? You can support our program by becoming one of several ways. First of all, you can go get the books that I just spoke, one of the books that I just spoke about, but I'd like you to get all of them if you can. Go to politicsandright.com/books, politicsandright.com/books to get all of our books. Okay. You can also become a patron. We need to generate a few more patrons. Go to politicsandright.com/patron. Patron is spelled Patreon. Politicsandright.com/patron, spelled Patreon. But what I'm also asking folks to do is become paid subscribers of our newsletter. Our newsletter is subsidizing all our platforms, along with our Patreon, of course. Please consider becoming a subscriber of our newsletter by going to politicsandright.com/newsletter, politicsandright.com/newsletter, and it's a coffee a month. If you can do that, I need to get to over 1,000. So far, I picked up about 15 or so this week, 15. I think we're at 120 or so right now. But we need to get up to, I'd say for me to get some help, I need a minimum of about 1,500. So please consider becoming a supporter by logging in and to politicsandright.com/newsletter and becoming a paid subscriber. We have thousands of subscribers, but only 120 paid subscribers. We need a lot more. Again, that's politicsandright.com/newsletter. All right, it's 3:59 and I got to get out of here, do a little bit of video processing, and then get back onto the show at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. Of course, that is 6 o'clock Pacific and 7 o'clock Mountain. I am not a nonprofit. KPFT is a nonprofit. When you give to KPFT, it's a nonprofit. When you give to me, it's not a nonprofit. I want the liberty to be able to say as I please. I can't say as I please at KPFT as a nonprofit. I can say as I please here, not being a nonprofit. All right? All right, folks, I got to get out of Dodge. My name is Egberto Willis. Support the program at politicsandright.com/newsletter. My name is Egberto Willis. This is Politics and Right. And you guys know how I end this baby. I am what? Out.
Welcome to Politics Done Right. I am your host, Egberto Willis. This is a progressive program that will take the mystery out of politics. This is the program that will encourage you to make sure government becomes we the people. Whether you are liberal, progressive, conservative, or otherwise, you get to air your point of view. We are an independent media outlet that, unlike mainstream media beholden to corporations, we only owe allegiance to you. Remember, you can also send me a tweet at EGBERTOWILLIES. That is at Egberto Willis. Let us engage. It is Politics Done Right.